Our learning objectives for this chapter: what is social publishing? What is content marketing? What kind of content can be published? What goals and objectives can brands achieve by utilizing social publishing? Finally, how do social media marketers utilize search engine optimization, or SEO, and social media optimization, or SMO, to meet marketing objectives? If social media is king, content is queen. Content is a very specialized area, as you will see in the reading for this chapter. In fact, I have developed a course and teach a course entirely in content marketing. But social media is nothing without its queen. It must have content, or else it is not truly a viable vehicle for strategic marketing. We revisit the democratic web with Zone 2 because this is what allowed typical people to join professionals, organizations, brands, media companies, and social publishers in general, journalists, mainstream broadcast. Typical people now have the same power and have access to the same platforms as all of these. The definition for social publishing is the production and issuance of content for distribution via social publishing sites like blogs, media sharing sites, social networking sites, and social bookmarking and social news sites. Our goals are twofold for social publishing. One, to increase exposure to the brand's messages. Two, to use the content to drive traffic to the brand's owned media, drive traffic to their website, drive traffic to and from their other social media assets, that cross-channel promotion that I had you looking for in your audit. These are all important when you're considering what is social publishing. Other marketing objectives for social publishing are as follows. There was a study conducted, B2B versus B2C, B2B meaning business to business, B2C meaning business to consumer, brand awareness, engagement, lead generation, customer retention and loyalty, sales, building an audience via subscription growth, meaning getting people to sign up for SMS messaging or email marketing, customer evangelism or creating brand advocates, lead nurturing, to upsell or cross-sell a customer, meaning if they like a particular item that they purchased from you, perhaps you might upsell them and get them to buy the more expensive version next time. Cost savings, and then other. What is content marketing? As you recall, I included a practice activity from the Content Marketing Institute, an organization entirely dedicated to Zone 2. Content marketing is a strategic marketing approach focused on creating and distributing valuable, relevant, and consistent content to attract and retain a clearly defined audience, and ultimately to drive profitable customer action. This statement pretty much distills your activity in terms of strategic planning. You want to make sure you're just creating and distributing something valuable and relevant. You want to make sure you have a consistent approach, and you want to make sure you have an appropriate target. All of this to drive profits. High value content. The philosophy of content marketing emphasizes that brands should publish high-value content that pulls the audience in, invites participation. versus push or disruption marketing like commercials, where you really have no choice when you want to listen to the latest video on or watch the latest video on YouTube. You are not able to skip through the ad. Content should do three things: drive audience engagement, conversation, and amplification through sharing. That's how to make it rain with your content. Table 7.2 gives you just a flavor of the types of content in marketer social publishing strategies. This is by no means exhaustive. Obviously, social media content, blogs, email newsletters, ebooks or white papers like the one from the Chapter 6 Lithium report, pre-produced video, infographics, webinars, online presentations, illustrations and photos, interactive tools, digital magazines, mobile apps, podcasts, content hubs, live streaming, virtual conferences are all different types of content. And that brings us back to a concept we learned about earlier in the semester: atomization, long form to short form. Basically, atomization when content can be partitioned and or packaged in several ways while still remaining strategically aligned. Content can be repurposed for several related uses, which provides message amplification and enhances message recall. So you can take a long article that perhaps is written for your e-newsletter. You can chop that up into a series of emails. You can chop it up into a series of Facebook posts, a series of tweets, and on and on and on until you've used the content up to the point where you are amplifying it and enhancing the chances that your message will be recalled by your target audience. Figure 7.2 is very good for evaluating content for social publication. So as you're doing your tactical planning, make sure that you refer to this because it gives you an idea, basic descriptions of each type of content, what it is, the benefits of this content, what it calls the sweet spot and where to place it, cost to outsource, difficulty, and then some kind of pro tips there. Please don't get confused by the books flip-flopping around of channels versus vehicles and platforms. Just be sure that you understand the different types of content, that we have different social networks, and that we can deliver these pieces of content in a variety of ways. That is the core concept here, not to necessarily memorize what she means one way or one time on vehicles versus the next time. That brings us to a CTA. And you learned about this in your audit, hopefully. In social media marketing, calls to action ensure that people participate in the social media campaign. People don't know what you want them to do unless you're pretty upfront about it. I've included several. Starbucks, I use their social media app. Join now, sign in, or 2 CTAs, sign up to receive email and earn even more rewards. So we've got some CTAs going on in that top graphic. Others include learn more, sign up now, register now, click here to begin. And I want to make sure that you understand this is part of what we call inbound marketing. And what you're seeing on the right is what we call the inbound marketing funnel. You want to begin to funnel potential buyers from the top of the funnel, which means activating them or acquiring them. You want to get traffic to your owned media. You want to generate leads, and then you want to nurture that client and keep them coming back. So this relates to the inbound marketing funnel. And it ain't a field of dreams, y'all. If you build it, nope, they're not going to come, especially the way that social networking sites operate today with very little organic reach, you are going to have to work hard to get eyes on your content. There are a couple of ways to promote social content. You can pay and you can optimize your content. Primarily, you need to do both. Media optimization, also known as getting found on the internet. Search engine optimization, or SEO, is the process of modifying content, site characteristics like descriptor tags, and content connections to achieve improved search engine rankings. Marketers develop and publish content in ways that improve the likelihood that search engines will rank the sites well in response to search queries. SMO, on the other hand, is a process that enhances the likelihood for social content to be visible, shareable, and linkable in online communities. If the content is valuable and engaging, people will share it, post it, rank it, tag it, and augment it, resulting in enhanced reach. You want to do both. And if you've ever become frustrated when searching, especially in Facebook, they're the worst offender in terms of, can you find a branded page when you search for it? Sometimes it seems almost impossible. So I want to tell you that SMO is pretty important in terms of strategic planning. So we're not going to get too far in depth with SEO, but I want you to understand on-site means literally on your website. Optimization includes keywords, meta tags, title, title tag, heading tag, and URL, those components within your website. And unless you are a web developer or you have had any experience with website development or analytics, you're not going to know what the heck that means, and that's okay. The most important part is that you are aware that this exists and that you work with your IT team or whoever is responsible for maintaining your website and make sure that you discuss SEO with them. Keywords, however, are in your purview. Tools like Google's Keyword Planner help marketers select effective keywords to use, and I've included a practice activity in this chapter for you to take that for a test drive. Off-site optimization literally means nothing on your website. It includes links and link wheels and also affiliated marketing. So basically it's creating a hub where all roads lead back to you. So if you can get your own account tweeting and your Facebook page linking back to your content, that raises the rank automatically. It all works together. Backlinks from other sites improve your SEO because Google then thinks you are relevant and important in terms of providing high value information to Googlers. SEO tactics include everything from white to black hats. Gray hats fall somewhere in the middle. I'm a white hat gal. I don't think that the black and gray hats work. They certainly can work for a bit, but Google will shut you down on black hat tactics, and gray hats really don't work in the long run. So I'm all about learning to do it the correct way and just keeping that white hat firmly on top of your head. Link bait. This word connotes something negative, and I want you to understand that it is not. Social media pros refer to the careful crafting of a title that markets the content as link baiting. Now, you've seen and been victim of bad link baiting where the title or the link that you click has nothing to do with the website that you end up landing on, which is bad, bad, bad. That's a black hat tactic. But carefully crafting the title and the hooks that you use in your content will increase the chance that you'll get a click. Hooks are used to position the content for the target audience, and there are 5 of them. Resource hook, which could be 5 tips for great grades. A contrary hook, meaning opposing concepts, lose weight with chocolate. Wouldn't we all like to do that? A humor hook, something completely obscene. Obese skunk cuts out bacon sandwiches. Well, I'm not sure I'd go that far to click on that, but you get the humor there. A giveaway hook, save $50 here, and a research hook. Give them something valuable in terms of some research. 66% of Americans are overweight. So that concludes our Chapter 7. And hopefully you were able to answer the 5 questions that we have begun with. Thanks for listening.